Well, welcome back to actually my first video in this YouTube channel where we're taking a look at this sub which currently has no sound. So the first thing we have to do is turn it off and turn it over. And with this, we're able to start unscrewing it. Now that we have the screws off, it is time to take out the battery, which is just a generic Nokia phone battery. And we can gently take off this bottom case where we are being shown the motherboard, which we can take off a very generic switch. You can kind of see it there. After that, they're just unscrewing a single screw which is holding down the whole thing, and then we can easily take it off the main plastic exterior. Now we can see there's the screen, the membranes, and the buttons over there. And there is our problem. One of the cables from the speaker is disconnected, which, when being soldered back on, will most likely fix the situation. Grabbing my soldering iron and letting it heat up a little bit, we are going to be able to fix this by soldering it. After being heated to 200 degrees Celsius, we can just easily connect the cable, move it slightly, and reconnect it using the original solder. Now, we can test if the actual cable is working or not by tugging it gently and making sure that there is a connection, which works fine. After that, it is important to give a small clean to the actual screen just to make sure that no dust is in there. You can also use canned air, but I didn't have that. We can just go ahead and put it back in and test the buttons individually to see if they press correctly. Now, we just have to re-screw everything just enough to test if it actually works. Once it is back together just enough to test, we can put a single screw just to hold it together even better, and we can re-put the battery in it. With that, we can test if this sounds or not, which in reality it does, just that this video has no audio. Later on you will see it working. Now that we have in fact seen this working correctly, we can just go ahead and re-screw every single screw inside their little slot. And with that said, we are almost gonna be done with this project. Sometimes a small fix is anything but effective, and this is the proof of this. With a small check and a small opening, we were able to resurrect this rather new console from China. And with that said, this has been my first video at Hungry Door 14 Fixes. Tell me if you liked it, maybe subscribe.